Jackson
We're
Dart.
talking about Jackson Dart's stupid
Oh.
ass.
Dumbass nigga.
Oh my god. You had to be corny.
These motherfuckers is bold, bro. They really getting bold, man. They really getting bold.
Oh my god. We can't have nothing.
We can't have nothing.
Fucking
What I do? I just welcome to the stage a white supremacist presidential president.
fucking corny.
What did I do?
Fucking cornball.
All right, whatever. I don't even want like fuck these niggas, bro. They don't
You know,
deserve it.
even if you're like, well, you know, he's gonna, you know, he's just expressing his, well, his beliefs are, this is corny, okay? It's just corny.
We're allowed to judge you for your fucking beliefs, bro. Can I, if I was your boss at work, could I fire you for that belief? No, not under law. But I can have whatever fucking opinion to your opinions I want.
I could
Niggas-
fire
yo,
you in my
people so
heart.
fucking stupid, man.
Well,
Boy, your boy, what, Jackson Dart, this nigga Chud the Builder. No, y'all done heard about
I don't
that.
know who that is. And you know, Scatterboo
That's
is also,
probably better, but I know Brian does.
you know, Scatterboo's CTES is also a fucking MAGA asshole.
Of course he is. Duh.
You know, it felt nice to think that I could settle for a football team this year as well. I could be also a homer for New York.
Come home, bro.
I'm not going
Come
to
home,
Dallas, okay?
For those wondering why I'm saying come home about the Cowboys, it's because America is your home.
Let me tell you something, all right? You know,
My
I
home.
considered it though. I considered it. I mean, you know, if I'm going to root for somebody in the East, the Cowboys probably are my favorite, I guess. I can't root for the Eagles because I don't like Sirianni. His face bothers me, and I find him irritating.
At this point, I'd rather you root for the Eagles over the Giants. I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, I want Giants.
Yeah.
I want the Giants to not have a good season anymore. But
oh, you want a sports team to lose because somebody has a political opinion? Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yes.
Yes, I do.
You would
And
want it
should
too, first of all.
And you're weird to me if you don't feel that way as well.
And you know, like,
about
I'm not
really
s-
important things in life.
I'm not like an idiot.
Fuck.
It's pretty easy to see. I mean, I'm sure most athletes feel this way, but it's also like, shut the fuck up. You know?
Damn.
That's what like when I think, you know,
I thought we
what
all
was that
agreed.
phrase to shut up and dribble when they were saying that shit about LeBron. It's like
Yeah, exactly. I thought we all agreed.
I'm not even, you know, I'm not even sure what I'm trying to say here. It's just
No,
like,
it's a
that was gonna
hypocrisy.
apply to anybody. It applies to people who's like the people who just align themselves with politics for no reason other than just for the vibes, like conservatives do. You know what I'm saying? Or MAGA people. It's like just keep it to yourself, yo. You know,
Yeah.
it's big stage like this.
No, I mean, you know,
you can't give us a reason why you actually side with that shit, other than that you're a white supremacist.
yeah, no, I
You know
thought
what
we,
I'm saying? Or
I thought we were all in agreement that sports and politics should not mix, but apparently,
I don't agree with that personally.
yeah, I know, but
I mean, I don't know
I know
if
you
you-
don't. I know. I'm saying generally.
Yeah. Oh, you're saying yeah. As
In the
far as,
general
like,
space, I
media
thought we
landscape
agreed that
goes,
this shit is corny, but I guess not. You know, I guess fucking not.
It's just like some people like you got to like people. Usually, when I think of people telling others to shut up and dribble, it's because they're like trying to talk about something. They're trying to bring light to an issue they feel like is important to them on a political level, right? And it's just like Jackson Dart, nigga, you just went up there and introduced this motherfucker, and you got nothing else to say. You don't got nothing to say about policy. You don't got nothing to say about what you believe in. It's just fucking vibes, and it's lame as hell.
Yeah,
I really would respect it a lot more if he was like, yo, like, I really believe in, I mean, he'd be dumb as hell. Don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
I ain't giving him that much. I'm just saying, like, why don't you throw some reasons out there so that you could be contested? You know what I'm saying? And that's why these people don't do that, because they know they don't care. They don't want to fucking argue. They just want to be down with white supremacy. And I'm going to keep saying it. White supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy. That's what it is.
Be careful. If you say
You
that
wanna
3 times in
argue
a
with me,
mirror,
hop on
white
YouTube
supremacy
and give
shows
us a
up.
fucking subscribe, and then argue with me in the comments, and I'll educate you. Fuck out of here, man.
Hey, please argue with us
That
in
was
the
real
comments.
corny, and I really like. You know how I used to be like, "Yo, I like the Cowboys and the Giants." While this nigga's on the team, it's fuck the Giants, like for real, for real.
Yeah,
Like, OD.
agreed.
Don't expect me to be happy that they won a game or like following up. I'm hoping they lose. I'm hoping your boy gets sacked mad fucking times. I hope the worst, yo,
Yeah, I hope.
because he opened his fucking mouth.
Yeah, I hope these guys
He did that.
keep their general play style of running directly into a brick wall.
You fucking loser.
Ugh. All right. Well, on the positive, Knicks and 4, baby. Wherever we go, it's 4s everywhere.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
4s
You're right.
everywhere.
We're gonna move on to a much better topic. Let's talk about it, bro. Let's talk about it. We are playing at a historic level right now. There's no other way to say it. We fucking people up crazy.
Mm-hmm. And man, there's been narratives. First it was the Hawks. It's like, you guys are gonna get done in by the Hawks. Bodied. Then it's like, oh, be careful, Katie Cunningham, but he didn't even make it.
Nope.
He didn't fucking make it. But then they were like, oh, Joel Embiid, he's gonna lock up Cat.
But they're gonna be too much of an issue. I thought Maxey was gonna be a real big problem, but honestly, crazy thing is the Sixers series is what gave me the most confidence. Like even like thinking in retrospect, like about like now that the Cavs series is done, what we did to Philly, bro, it gives me the most confidence. Like for playing against like the Thunder or I guess the Spurs, but I don't think they win it tonight.
Yeah, it's not looking good for the Spurs.
I don't see it. They don't got enough.
Yeah,
The Spurs don't got enough. They don't have enough players.
yeah, they're close,
Fox
but
is
no
really
cigar.
hurt. What's it called? Harper's playing hurt too. Stuff. And if Fox been hurt, that's really sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Well,
I was
anyway,
hoping
back
for
to
the
Knicks.
Spurs, if anybody. Have cool uniforms. The black and white. Sick.
Who, the Spurs?
Yeah.
I can't ever like them, bro. I got like Spurs was
Oh,
the
because they beat
first
us.
team
Yeah,
I
they beat
hated.
us in the. They beat us in the finals.
You
last
know,
time,
I
right?
didn't know that. I didn't. I actually, when I found out, I was like, wow, I hate the Spurs even more now. But like, it
No,
was because the first time I seen the Knicks lose, like I went to like a Knicks games with my dad like a few times when I was a kid,
Mhm.
and 2 times that I went, we played against the Spurs and lost,
Damn.
and I was tight.
Well,
The game we won, I don't even remember who we played. I do remember those losses to the Spurs though.
mm-hmm. Yikes. Well, I don't care who we're facing. Spurs, Thunder, they can both get it. It's over. Knicks
So I
in
was a little bit of a
5.
Nostradamus when I called. No, Knicks in 5 is so safe.
I know.
Everybody wants to say Knicks in 5. I say Knicks in 6, to be honest. If it's one of those teams.
Wow.
Those teams are tough, bro. But
It would've
let
been
us
nice.
get a lead. Let it be a closeout game. We will not lose.
It would have been nice for us to win the Eastern Conference chip like at home, but I mean, everyone was going crazy nonetheless.
Nah, yeah.
I mean, the way people was partying outside, it was as if there was a game at the Garden.
Mhm. Oh my god, I live for those videos, like those post game videos where everybody's freaking out outside of Madison Square Garden.
Jalen Brunson is my doctor. Jalen Brunson is my MTA driver. Jalen Brunson is my dad.
I heard that one, yeah. It's a really beautiful community.
I am a surgeon.
Oh yeah, Brunson is a surgeon.
Yeah, someone needs to edit that.
Brunson Brunson is a surgeon.
That's what the fuck OKC gonna be screaming. Oh man, I swear to God, if they put Caruso on Cat and this nigga lets him D him up like he has in the past, I might end up breaking my TV. I might actually end up breaking my TV.
Well,
I'm not even being like, not exaggerating.
well, you know, you're gonna have to
like
watch these games in a safe environment where you don't hurt your TV.
Huh?
You're gonna have to find a way to watch these
I'm just
games
gonna
in a
have to-
safe environment where you can't hurt your
I'm
TV.
just gonna not watch them. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna not. I'm gonna
You're gonna miss history.
just keep looking at the score. Man,
Yeah, we gotta
I
catch
was
one.
legit scared to watch the Knicks games
Me too, man.
against the Cavs.
I felt confident, but also so nervous.
I felt like if I watched it, it would be my fault if they lost.
Right? Oh my god, that's how I feel every time.
I felt that. I literally felt that.
It's like, yeah, no, it's because I was
like,
watching. That's why they lost.
Yes,
I'm cursed.
That happened, bro. I swear.
I'm cursed. It is me. I'm the curse.
Matter of fact, the first Cavs game, it was we was like up at first, right? We was up at first. Then I started watching. Then we went down, and then we went like really down.
Man, you know,
And then I stopped watching.
I will
then
say-
I got messages from you guys in the chat talking about Jalen Brunson, and then we came back. So
yeah, did you stop? Did you stop watching that first game? I never
Yeah,
asked.
I did. I absolutely
Bro.
stopped watching it. Yeah,
I
Before the
almost
first-
stopped
before the
watching
half,
it.
actually.
I literally almost stopped watching it. I'm just lucky, like my girlfriend didn't change the channel. I was like, you could change the channel, like, it's over. And then she just didn't do it. And then Jalen Brunson started. And thank Christ, because I saw I saw a miracle. I was
You seen
fucking
James
freaking
Harden
out.
Get turned into fucking barbecue chicken in front
Bro.
of your very eyes.
Yeah, I don't know what I was watching. I was like,
Did you even realize that that's what was getting smoked?
Yeah,
like constantly.
no, my eyes were just like on the score, the score bug. I'm just like, whoa, it's going up. Wait, what? James Harden.
James Harden.
Again,
Whoa.
there's an image going around like in comment sections on Instagram.
Is it
It's
the
of
cone?
Jalen Brunson, like
Is it the
yeah,
cone with the beard?
the cone and there's the James Harden beard. That is, I want to get a poster of that shit in my room.
Yeah. Dude, the memes have been great.
I'll put that shit right in the living room, bro.
Let me tell you something.
Remember that time?
Knicks fan base
We
is the
came
best
back
fan
by
base. Knicks fan base is the funniest fan base by a good country mile.
Nah, so they turned that nigga to an orange cone, bro. Oh my god. If you ever hear somebody yell out like cone work, like when somebody's like driving like to the basket, it's because they like getting through people and they
Yeah.
treating them like traffic cone. Like, you know,
Yeah, I know.
like when you practicing. Bless you.
I know the lingo.
So, oh, okay, yeah, nigga. You know, the first time I heard a nigga genuinely say like, "Yo, straight cone work," I lost my mind. Dying.
Yeah.
I was like, "Wow, they're stationary.
They're not
They
moving.
don't move. They're not moving at all. They just, it's a drill. They're running drills out here, nigga."
Yeah.
Yo, you ever see like those videos of like the NBA players like training like in the off season, like at like a gym or something, and they got someone playing like the fake defense on them, like kind of just a hand up in their face,
hmm
like just for the sake of practice.
Yeah, yeah.
That's Harden, bro. He's like one of those guys.
Yeah, someone had to tell him,
He's
like,
a
yo, we're not
defense
practicing right
simulator.
now, bro.
Like, stop fucking simulating defense, bro. Please just get in front of him.
So good. What a time to be alive.
What? Yeah, man. I don't give a fuck what happens moving forward, bro. We made it to the finals.
Yeah.
Everyone else is made
Eh,
it.
all of the,
Right.
you know what really bothers me is like the goalpost moving of everything, you know? How many people were supposed to fucking lock up Brunson?
Mm-hmm. You want to talk about moving goalposts, bro? You know, I haven't even bothered like saying nothing to anybody else on social media. If I say things on social media, it's to other Knicks fans saying, "Wow, like things are going good," or it's like a response to like an analyst. But bro, people always gonna say something. If we win the finals, then it's gonna be like, "Oh, yeah, I made y'all got your first finals in such and such years, like whoop de doo, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Then if we win it next year, then it's gonna be like, oh, like you guys are finally happy because y'all winning back to back, titles, or it's this is y'all needed this. Y'all been in such a drought for so long. But I think this is always gonna have something. You know how I know for a fact people gonna always have something to say? Because I always have something to say about the teams I hate.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna just give them credit. Never gonna give Miami Heat credit.
Never.
Never gonna give the Pacers credit, bro. Never gonna happen. Never.
Yeah.
So I'm not. Why would I expect that from other people when it comes to the Knicks? I don't need that. I don't need their validation, bro. We here, man.
That's powerful.
We here.
We are here. We made it, boys. We got some questions from Mike. Mike asks, now that the Kagurabachi anime has been announced, what moment are you looking forward to being animated in the first season? For me, assuming the first season ends with the Swordbearer assassination arc, as the Swordbearer assassination arc starts, it would be the fight at the Rakuzaichi storehouse. Beyond that, I'm waiting for the whole Kyoto stretch of bloodshed in the hotel section. Ooh,
I think that's gonna be like season 2 and 3.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
think they make
I
it
think
that far.
Yeah, am I bugging to think the whole first season is gonna end at like at them beating what's his name?
Sojo. I was thinking about
Soju's
that.
an alcoholic beverage.
I was thinking about that. I don't know. Sojo's arc is like the first 2 volumes. So I could see them getting to like right at the end of the Rakuzaichi. I think like the Rakuzaichi is like pretty much, I think that's dead on. I don't think they get into the sword.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. It'll probably end like midway through that, like through the Rakuzaichi arc. And then like
it'll end
like,
after
leave
the
on, like,
Rakuzaichi
cliffhanger.
arc. And the cliffhanger will be like looking for Uruha.
What?
Yeah.
For the first season?
The first
How many
season,
episodes is it gonna be?
Kagurabachi is pretty short. When you think about it, like the pace in the early arcs was really fast. The Rakuzaichi arc, I think, really only takes up the first 4 or 5 volumes. So yeah, I think that translates to like a full season. Is Sojo's arc and the Rakuzaichi? They'll probably split it up where the first season is like part 1 is going to be Sojo. They're going to take a break and then come back at the Rakuzaichi. But I think that'll all be like season 1, and I could see it going like, I don't know, 20 episodes, maybe less. But what part am I most excited for? The fight, that like 5-second fight between Sojo and Chihiro is gonna be fucking crazy. Or was it like 2 seconds? Whatever, like that final climax battle was, where it was like literally seconds. Anything with the Cloud Gouger is gonna be sick. I just know they're gonna fucking go crazy. What about you guys?
Damn, good question. When the guys go to fight Soju, I want to see the build up to them looking mad cool,
Yeah.
right? And like talking all that shit, and then they get bodied.
Yeah. Is there anything else for that question? Because we got another one.
I guess it depends on the reputation of this manga studio, how far they're
It looks
how
good.
far they're gonna go.
It seems like it's their only project too, so they have like a lot of resources they could throw at it. I can see this coming out really well.
Bit.
Yeah.
I think it'll at least get to the first fight with all the guys, like Josh said.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I think they'll take a break.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot that happens between the beginning of the series and the final Sojo fight.
Is there a moment that you're looking forward to the most to seeing animated?
I guess Chihiro versus the Flamebone in the 1v1 dome.
Oh my god, I forgot about the flame bone.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's I'm excited to see that animated.
Yeah, I forgot about the flame bone lady. They referenced it recently in the new chapter that we're going to cover today. But yeah, that is that question. Next question. Has there ever been a time where you looked at someone and thought to yourself, you need to get some help? I know there are a few ways to interpret this, so I can give you an example. In the manga series, Togashi, in the manga sense, Togashi needs to let someone draw Hunter x Hunter for him so he could just focus on writing. In a more general sense, from my youth, I once saw someone take like 1/10 of a gram and try to roll that into a blunt roll up. Not even a real Dutch. Shit was like 80% cigar paper. It was unseemly.
Unseemly.
Is there anything I did and I just like needed help or sought help or should seek help?
It's somebody should see help.
Oh,
Like,
I thought it was
have you ever
us.
seen someone need help?
Hold on now. Oh, yes. Yeah, you're right, Brian. Buddy. Well, if I could steal a manga sense, I would take it for Ashihara. But Ashihara's art is so like intrinsically tied to World Trigger. But I just want more now.
I want my manga and I want it now.
I want it now. I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Could you repeat the question for me, please? The second one?
Has there ever been a time where you looked at someone and thought to yourself, you need to get some help? For example.
Looked at someone and thought to myself
Yeah, and
that
like
they need to get some help?
yeah, like for example, like Togashi needing to let someone draw Hunter x Hunter for him so he can focus on writing. And then him watching, and in a general sense, he watched someone like take 1/10 of a gram and try to roll that into a blunt roll up, not even a real Dutch. And apparently that was a struggle.
Wait, 1/10 of a gram?
Yeah.
Jeez. Boy had legit dust.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Dust in the dream. Did he even try to fill the rest out with grabba?
He said
Yikes.
he said that the shit was 80% cigar paper and it was unseemly.
That's sad. That's really sad. I mean, R.I.P. I mean, damn. You know what I would have done? And it's crazy because I had to do this the other day when I ran out of bud because I had forgot to cop right before I ran out. And all I do is like instead of, you see how like right here, like I have like, you know, well, those listening can't see it, but I have a blunt in my hand.
Subscribe to
and you
YouTube.
can see it's like a certain, you know, it's like a certain length, and I'll just shorten it. I'll just like cut the paper and just make it a really short, you know, instead of stretching it out and making.
Yeah.
You gotta make a little pistol. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But he's asking is if there was
two.
if there was ever an instance where you were watching someone legit struggle and thought to yourself, man, they need to get some help.
Yeah. Yeah, my manager Pat. She's like fucking 100 years old and she be trying to move furniture around. But
Yeah.
because I like high key hate her, I just be watching her struggle until she asks me to fucking help her. Cause like listen, I don't mad time aside from me like not being fond of her. If I see someone struggling, I will help. But I ain't gonna lie, I done told her mad times like Pat, we're right here. Like just ask me. But she's just fucking crazy, yo. So, like, damn,
Yeah.
I'm talking about my boss on fucking podcast.
Should I cut that out?
Hopefully, well, hopefully, it won't get back.
I could cut
Maybe
that
you
out.
could block out the name.
Yeah,
No, don't cut it out. I don't give a fuck.
I'll block it out. I'll block it.
Honestly, she can eat a dick. Nah, if you're gonna block anything out, just block the name.
I'll block the name
All right.
for you. You never know.
That's it.
Yeah,
I want
it's-
everything else.
You never know. I worry about like job things just because people check that shit.
All right, then I gotta say something.
I mean, I'm trying to help you. It's extra work for me to find every time you said her name. I'm doing this as a favor, right? You don't have to. You don't have to take it. I'll leave the shit in.
Let's see what Brian has to say, and then maybe I can come up with a new one. And this whole section. will
Yeah.
be
Truth be told,
deleted.
I think I'm the person people probably think that of. Just the it's like, you need help, and I'm like, no, no, I'll do it myself. But I don't know. I don't know otherwise.
Unfortunately, I cannot answer this because I work with a lot of people who need help.
Yeah. Well, there you go, Mike. It's confidential. Anyway. We're moving on to a brand new email since we have a little bit of time. We'll go. Mike emailed today. And with this email, we're kind of caught up. We're only answering one question, I guess, from this one. But yeah, he wanted to start off by saying, I hope you guys had a good week. Quick update follow-up for you guys. You asked where in Brooklyn I was that felt like Paris, so I went to double check.
Yeah.
Brian was right on the money, and I also said so. But Williamsburg was the place he was at. Where I was, and I'll explain why I feel like it was like Paris. In Williamsburg, it's very comfortable to walk through the neighborhood, and there's tons of outdoor seating to the point where the sidewalk kind of shrinks. In Paris, every single place you go to eat has outdoor seating everywhere. There were even some of the same style
nice.
chairs in Williamsburg. I know exactly probably where he was. There's like that area in the north side that's like a bunch of like outlet stores that like Nike and the Apple Store and all of those places. It's close to where we went to high school, actually, me and Josh and Brian.
Yeah,
actually.
it's up by what's that, Lorimer?
It's further.
Bedford.
It's
No,
further.
not Lorimer, Bedford.
Yeah, it's
right?
by
Yeah.
Bedford. It's closer to Bedford.
Yeah.
But I know exactly where you were. So Mike's question. What is the most annoying, frustrating situation below, and which one would you pick to live with? / why would you pick to live with it? Assume that your mind is wiped after every incident, so you can't prepare for it in the future. You guys ready? First, the halal situation from my Knicks question, which I believe, if I'm not, he was really adamant about that. He said the halal cards stop serving your plate of choice every time you go, but just for you. Once you place your order, the person behind you can order the plate of your choice. That's the first thing. Second one, every time you're on the train going home, after leaving the stop before yours, the train starts running express and skips your stop plus the next 3 stops.
So you got to go backwards or wait for the next.
Yeah.
one.
You have to, it'll skip basically the next 4 stops. Your stop plus the 3 additional stops after.
The train you're on.
Yeah.
So there's no avoiding it. Basically.
Yeah, no avoiding it. You have to go and come back.
Go forward and go backwards. Yeah. I'm already losing my mind. Okay.
Scenario number 3. Whenever you order an egg and cheese sandwich, you realize as it's being made that you're in a halal bodega, so now you have to contend with turkey, bacon / sausage, and it's too late to change your order because the line is backed up.
I mean, that's my preference.
Yeah,
but
I
guess
read
for
that
you
today,
guys,
and I was like, oh, Josh would love that. Josh would prefer a
You
world
ever had
like
beef
this.
bacon before? Beef bacon is mad good.
I don't feel like I have enough times to really realize that I'm eating beef bacon. I have no problems with it. I don't like turkey bacon.
I respect that. It's not for everyone. I don't like turkey bacon all the time. I only like it certain kinds of turkey bacon if it's made a certain way.
Yeah. The last situation is every time you go out to eat, almost all of these have to do with like getting food. Every time you go out to eat, as you're leaving the restaurant after your meal, you notice that they are changing the health rating sign in front of the door from an A to a C.
Well, now I feel like we're all dirtbags if we don't choose that option.
Yeah,
You know, like,
if we're okay with that.
that's not automatically the worst.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, the halal situation I can live with. I'm not a big halal cart guy. So that's probably the thing I could live with
I can live with that.
the second most.
I don't think I can live with that train
The train
bro.
situation sucks,
That
but
would-
you know what? I will say this. My train situation is basically this a lot of the weekends. So I could live with it probably. I live off the R and the N. So
Don't dox yourself.
I'm not doxing myself. There's a lot of stops along that.
Docs.
Dox. No, but yeah, those trains skip I live off a local stop. So like that shit gets fucking skipped every other weekend. So I guess I would be very frustrated, but I could live with that. The egg and cheese sandwich thing sucks so bad. I don't like turkey bacon. I think it's just like a bummer. But yeah, I guess like the worst situation has to be the restaurant changing from an A to a C. Because the situation is that
guess.
I've already eaten it. You know what I mean? That's what makes it worse is that like it's not that I'm like coming in and I'm seeing it.
And you've been eating it, and it's not like all of a sudden the restaurant turned to a C. It's been a C.
No, it
They
just
got-
changed
They
it.
just got the thing now.
Yeah. It was a C the
You
day
get what
that
I'm
you
saying?
yeah,
Like, the
it was
conditions had to-
it was a C
Yeah.
when you ordered. Technically. Golly. Yeah, that would suck. That is the worst one. But I will say I guess by far the train situation fucking stinks.
Personally, I don't mind walking, so I would take the train one. What's 4 stops, huh? You could just have a nice little jaunt.
That would suck.
I like walking, so
I like walking too, Brian, but 4 stops for me
yeah, that's nothing.
is
every day, bro.
4 stops
Every
for
day?
me, Brian,
You don't
is
be having them days at work where you're like, damn, I just really need to fucking get home, man. I'm over this shit. Like,
Yeah, but think about
then
it.
you
You're
gotta
getting your
walk
steps
full-
in.
yeah, but that's like
No.
40 blocks for me. That's the difference of a 4-stop gap, if I'm thinking about it. So
Just
If
walk
I,
faster.
if I know that that's the
Walk
case,
faster. It's a 30
I
block
guess
walk.
it's not as bad.
30-block walk.
Yeah,
It's a 30 block walk.
if you're used to it, I guess it's not
Yeah, I'm not doing
the
that.
end of the world.
That would suck.
4 fucking stops. That's crazy, depending on where you're at. That's a lot for me, man.
Just
Either
think
way.
about how good how good in shape you're gonna be.
I mean, I'm taking the train back wherever I go. I'm not
no,
gonna
bro,
walk
just
every time.
walk it, bro.
That would suck ass. It's just sitting there. And here's the thing. Remember, you never remember it happens. So you're not mentally prepared. So it's literally every time you take that train, you don't remember that yesterday it was the same situation. So it always feels brand new.
That would turn any normal person into a serial killer. I don't like. Brian Hughes is just naive. He doesn't understand.
Oh, I understand.
You know,
Brian, that's the knowledge you need to keep in mind.
stressed.
Any of these situations, it's fresh and new every time. You lose your memory of it after the day is done and you do it again.
Yeah, okay, but that makes it better for me, in my opinion, because then I won't be annoyed over time. It's like oh, nice, I get to walk home type shit every day.
But every day won't be the same. You'll be tired some days.
you know, Brian, you're just a better
That's not how my
person than
brain
me.
works.
And it is what it is,
Well,
man.
yeah, no, I
I don't
didn't.
want to do all that walking though.
Yeah, I didn't know we were dealing with the bodhisattva here. Just
Like I literally walk.
I don't got a 64-ounce gallon, bottle of water to bring with me on this journey. You know what I'm saying? I guess I would have to invest.
I walk the bridge into the city all the time. I could if I didn't have to take the train, I wouldn't. I would literally walk everywhere if I could.
I know, bro. You definitely about that life, and you proved that when you rode the bike to the fucking movie theater.
yeah, Brian. You know,
I knew, bro. I knew. You didn't have to say nothing else after that, bro.
I also take long walks, Brian, but every day. I also don't live in the same borough I
The
work
thing
in.
is, you don't know that you're doing it every day.
Well, I also don't live in the same borough I work at, so I can't just walk home from my job.
All right, don't dox me.
I knew he was gonna say that.
I won't dox you. I'm not saying that.
That's actually the reason I haven't mentioned it. I was gonna say there's also the whole thing where you know.
Well, guys, I
might
mean,
as well
honestly,
walk anyway.
we don't have the numbers that people are doxing us. All right, nobody's gonna dox us.
You wait. Do you take the train to work, Brian?
No,
Brian doesn't even take the train to
No,
work.
You bike it, right?
no, yeah, I bike to work every
You know,
morning.
Brian's got the easy.
What about when it's snowing?
Obviously,
I
Brian.
walk.
What?
I walk if it's snowing.
Yeah, you know, Brian lives very close to his job. I won't dox you, but
Stop doxing me. Man. Literally doxing. You.
I'm not literally doxing you. Oh my god. So yeah, that's that question. Okay, I got one more. One more. How have you noticed your preferences / habits change as you've gotten older? I've noticed that I used to hate folding laundry, and now it's one of the chores I don't mind as much. I've also seen fruit take a bigger role in how I satisfy my sweet tooth.
Yes, I second the motion.
Shit, good for you, Mike. Because I feel like I used to eat a lot more fruit when I was growing up, and now I
Yeah, my fruit
kind of have
consumption
to
rate.
find my way to try to eat fruit.
Yeah, my fruit consumption rate has gone way down. Not way down, but down enough. Boy.
I just feel like I don't really like
The whole fruit tier list, and we don't even. It's sad.
I don't really like candy as much anymore. Like I love fruits. Like I used to like candy and shit, like donuts and
I know you used to like candy.
yeah, like I used to love eating fucking donuts and ice cream and shit. But now I just like I prefer like a good banana or a good tangerine or grapes or berries, you know?
Damn. I'm a piece of shit. I I don't eat good at all. What do I change? I don't know. I feel like I've always been spiritually an old man.
If we're sticking to food, I definitely have a preference for like whole grains, like more, even like taste wise, not just because it's healthier, but like, I like pumpernickel, multi-grain breads, wheat bread,
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. I would fuck with those too. If I
Even
would
like when I get pasta, I like to get the brown pasta,
see, now that's where I draw the line.
wheat pasta.
Give me all the carbs.
Give me all of the carbs.
Trying to think about like outside of food.
Yeah, I guess I'm a
I
bit
guess in
more
the
of a.
shows I watch.
I mean, I said I was like always spiritually an old man, but I always like be out. I was doing stand up a lot, so I'd be hanging a whole bunch. And now I'm such a homebody. I don't really like going outside too much. I guess if I were to prefer to do something, it would be probably be home. But it's like a lifetime of just going outside and grinding. Just like grinding stand up. You see me grinding.
Yeah, he was outside all the time, man.
But yeah, that's really the biggest change in my life, honestly, these days. It's like a weird transition I'm going through right now where I'm just like being a homebody and just coming straight home from work and not really doing much. I think like the most I do is like I still like have an ongoing D&D game.
Oh, I thought you were gonna finish that.
That is almost ending too. Not for nothing. But yeah, most I do is that. I go to a movie. I'm very much relaxed.
You know, the way I react to sports and the teams I like has changed a lot. I
Yeah.
used to be way more emotional.
Yeah, I
And
feel
now
like
it's just, it's fine.
I feel like I'm going the inverse. I feel like when it comes to the Knicks, I've been a lot more emotional. But I'm new. I'm new to this feeling.
It used to be really bad with like football and lacrosse because, you know, more times than not, you're playing once a week for both of those sports. So like, your team it used to suck to wait all week to be excited.
Yeah.
I guess that's the flip side is that I don't get super up. I'm still excited. Obviously, like I go out my way to watch like games and shit. But it's just I'm not as up for it, you know.
Yeah.
Therefore, I don't get as.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Hell yeah. Well, that's all the questions. Does anybody have anything they want to talk about before we move on to the real show?
Should I talk about Freerin on the main show?
We could talk about it here. I feel like
Updates.
we've been like skipping through between talking about it on the main show and the pre-show. If you want to talk about it here, well, I guess we could
So-
save it for the recaps. I don't
We
know.
was talking about Freerun before on here.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, do it, Brian, do it.
I finished the manga. I'm
Oh
caught up
wow, that
on
was
the-
fast.
What?
I'm caught up on
Oh,
Freerin. It's on hiatus, apparently.
Yes, that I do know actually. That
And now
Freeren's-
I'm mad because this arc that we were in, that the manga is leaving off on, is the best arc Freerin had so far.
damn.
I fucking love it. This series has some twinges of Hunter x Hunter and Jujutsu Kaisen in it. It has a twinge of that to it. But it's its own vibe. Like it doesn't. It's not. I'd say it's very similar to Hunter x Hunter, where there's like now there's an expansive cast of characters, all with their own unique kind of magic, their own unique personalities that kind of match the way that they fight. And the series doesn't need to rely on the main cast to tell a fucking phenomenal story. And it started in the arc previous to this one with a character like Denkin. And they kind of planted the seeds of this during the mage, the first level mage training arc or testing arc. So now finally being able to see the fruits of that labor and kind of being able to see these characters interact on their own without having to really need without needing to have Freerin or Stark or Fern be a part of the story. It's honestly been so fucking sick, bro. I love this series and I am so mad that it's on fucking strike. Not on strike, on fucking hiatus. It's always a series that goes on hiatus. It always goes on strike when it's at its best. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. It's fucking World Trigger all over again.
sucks.
It's Hunter x Hunter all over again.
It's honestly crazy to me.
Meanwhile, Hema10 has not missed a week.
But I will say there is an arc that does touch upon the whole demon controversy that we've been talking about.
Oh.
Spoil it. Go for it. I want to hear it.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to read it anytime soon. So
know the
spoilers if you are reading or / watching Freerin. Spoiler
So,
alert.
read the deets.
So there are two demons, Mocked and some, I forget the other lady's name, but they're both demons that are intrigued by humanity, and Mocked particularly wants to find a world where coexistence can be a thing, right? But his thought process of coexistence is extremely skewed. Like, even though it's something that he wants, it will, like, the way that demons go about coexistence isn't a, like, it's not a from a place of empathy or from a place of like, oh, we can all be happy together type shit, or like we can all work together. It's like human demons cannot understand humans at all on a fundamental level. Like so their mocks need to be a part of humanity or to coexist with humanity comes from purely curiosity. So Mocked had a human companion who was very interesting to him. Like the reason why Mocked had an agreement with this guy, it wasn't because there was like a like it was because they were both kind of fucked up in the head in a way. The human was for sure using Mocked to like just, you know, gain political power, and at some point had convinced Mocked to be his basically his partner in crime in a way. So he would call for Mock to kill political opponents and stuff like that because they had wronged him in a way. But then at some point, he had pledged his allegiance to this nation of Whis, I believe, and promised to do no harm to anybody within this country. And he even did like a magical pledge on it too, where if he were to break that rule, he would kill himself. But Mocked had decided to turn the entire city into gold, essentially. And there's a stipulation in this rule where he can't have any malice towards the people of Whis. So he basically held this country hostage for 80 years without a slight bit of malice within him. So he kind of avoided the stipulations because he's a demon. He doesn't feel malice. He can do terrible things without having any emotion tied to it. So basically this country got turned into gold, and he killed anybody who came in there. And I forget why exactly he did that for. The demon mock. Yeah. But then there's another demon similar to Mock, but different in a way, where she kind of treats humans as like test subjects, where she's enamored by them and their actions, and the same way Mocked is, where she's very curious as to why they act the way they do, how they act the way they do. But what makes her different is that she's a lot more sinister about it in a way. She's not really malicious, but she is very curious about humanity and is willing to like go about doing a bunch of little tests on them and stuff like that. So during Friren's fight with this character, she actually does bring up a point where like she tries to goad Frieren into like, double overthinking her ideals when it comes to demons and stuff like that. But I don't know, the series kind of like doesn't really hone in on it, if that makes sense. Like there'll be thought-provoking questions that are asked by a demon to Frieren, but because it is a demon, it's hard for Frieren herself to engage in a conversation with this character, right? If it was another human, I feel like it would be an easier conversation to have. But because these questions were posited by a demon, it immediately made it something else. It made it not a valuable conversation. It made it into, oh, you're just a fucking demon that's poking and prodding and trying to get a reaction out of me so I can let my guard down and you can kill me, essentially. So even though the questions being asked were interesting, the series couldn't allow it to happen there. Which leads me to believe that this is probably going to take place somewhere else, like this conversation about demons. So I don't know. Personally, I feel like you guys should read it, so I can get your point of view on it. But my God, Frieren, the series is actually incredible. I am so sad that there's no timetable on a return for the series, because I'm hooked. I'm hooked right now.
How much does the anime cover, do you think?
The anime covers a good majority. Like by the time you finish the anime, you're only 2 arcs behind.
Oh.
Two or 3 arcs behind, and those arcs go by quick. Like I think it leaves you off at like chapter 70 something, and the series is only 147 chapters.
Oh wow, they cover a lot. It's like half the series.
The series, like, it's very well paced, very well designed series too. Like there's not a lot of fat. It's a very lean series. So it's, if you want a quick read, a quick, very good read, Frieren is that series.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm very, very interested.
Yeah. I'll see if I pick. I'm still like reading New Ways Exorcist, so it's gonna have to wait. But yeah. All right. Well, that was it for the pre-show chat show for now. We're gonna move on to the main show. It's our 350th episode this week. So yeah, very excited for that. But till then, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Peace out, yeah. Go Knicks.
Go Knicks, Knicks and foe.